The watch community is always divided by homage watches. It's a very opinionated, even sometimes heated discussion. Should a brand copy the key design features of a watch and then change things ever so slightly in order to put their logo on it or to avoid illegal action? Does the watch community benefit from homage watches? And do the watch brands benefit from homage watches? Here I have two watches, the San Martin Chronograph and the Tudor Black Bay Chronograph. In this case, the San Martin is the homage watch, designed to look like the more expensive watch, the Black Bay Chronograph. Imitation is the biggest form of flattery after all. But is this a bad thing? Is the difference in quality and materials important? Do all people require the same level of finishing on their timepieces? Does one always need an in-house caliber movement as opposed to a generic one? These are all questions we should be asking ourselves when considering purchasing a watch. What drives us to really want something? What makes us fall in love with a man-made object? Whatever it is, we know we want it. Whichever chemical or psychological processes happen within our brains, we want to have it for ourselves, and that decision has already been made. Desire is part of what makes us human, so should we deny ourselves that emotion? Maybe being able to buy a watch that one otherwise could not afford isn't such a bad thing. Then there's the issue of money. This wild concept that humans have created where you have to give something of value to get something back. We live in a world that is largely unfair and unjust. Some of us therefore have lots of money, but the majority of us do not. And so let's ask ourselves, should those with less money be able to buy something that closely resembles something else they cannot obtain? One could argue that homage watches have become so popular as of late because people are slowly realizing that they don't need to spend thousands of dollars to get a good quality timepiece. We do, however, live in a world where the technology exists to produce better quality things at a much lower cost. There was a time where having little money meant that you were simply not able to access certain things. But in the world of horology, that isn't the case anymore. Some could argue that the homage watch is the gateway into true horology. How many, I wonder, have bought a homage watch out of curiosity, only then to buy the real thing several months or even years down the line? Like it or not, some of us live in parts of the world where it's dangerous to wear an expensive watch on the wrist, but we still want to own that watch and wear it from time to time. The other times though, one may want to wear a homage version, meaning they can still enjoy the style of watch, but should it get stolen or damaged, they haven't lost too much money. I think it's obvious that replica watches are meant to deceive, whilst the majority of homage watches are not. Homage watches are giving you style and quality without the absurd price point, and this makes the world feel a little bit fairer. Sure, there is a whole spectrum on which these watches lie. For example, some homages really do take the mickey, whilst others try their best to remain a standalone creation. It's important to see this also from the viewpoint of watch brands whose designs are being used for homage watches. But overall, I think homage watches are here to stay, and we as watch enthusiasts should focus more on why we love watches as opposed to who's copying who. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's important to me to talk about all watches, including homage watches. Leave a comment below and tell me if you own a homage watch or if perhaps you aren't too keen on them, and let me know why. And I'll see you in the next video.